One more quick thing. Our editors can give us a lot of insight on errors and stuff before we actually run things in the browser. So let's take advantage of that. You probably mostly have ESLint already installed. Try typing ESLint at the command line. If you get something like this telling you all the command line options, then you have it. If you get command not found, then you don't. ESLint, E-S-L-I-N-T. So try running that and see if you get some sort of output. If you did, you have it. If not, then you'll want to install it real quick, which you can do with npm install -g ESLint. -g, not F, ESLint. But should have all done this last Monday. So assuming you have ESLint already installed, let's configure Visual Studio Code to use it. Ordinarily, you would put a little file called .eslint_config in your project if you wanted to use ESLint. ESLint, does anybody know what a linter is in general? Anybody ever use that with a different language? ESLint, the pluggable linting utility for JavaScript and JSX, which does you a lot of good if you know what a linting utility is. If you don't, that doesn't help much at all. So it's a code analysis tool. It looks at your code as you type. It's responsible for these errors, I think, that we see, or warnings that we see over here in the sidebar, or in the console, I mean, as we're going along. But we can also get those inside our editor. So it comes with a whole bunch of rules. You can tweak the rules. If you always want to use semicolons, for example, it can warn you or even prevent you from committing every time you forget a semicolon where it belongs, that kind of stuff. If you ever create a variable and then don't use the variable, if you assign one that you never create, or never use, excuse me, it can warn you about that kind of stuff. So we're going to take advantage of this and get a reasonable default set of rules for React. So to do that, we open up package.json, our dear old friend where we have all of our dependencies like Aphrodite, Firebase, and Rebase. And we're going to add a new section to the bottom. So after scripts, put a comma. That trailing comma is not already going to be there because in JSON, you can't do that. And in JSON, our property names, our keys, have to be double quoted. So put double quotes, ESLint, capital C config. ESLint, all lowercase, capital C config, colon. And then an object. And then double quotes, extends, colon, double quote, React app. So you can choose to add your own config that extends a pre-existing config, but we're just going to use one of the pre-existing configs for React. So it'll have a sensible set of default rules for React projects. And then we should get some warnings right here in our editor. So here's the part that I added to my package.json. Pasting this in Slack. So to test that this is working, let's just go into any JavaScript file. Let's create a variable, const foo, and then do nothing with it. And right away, we'll get a red underline that says foo is declared, but its value is never red. So we never do anything with it. It warns us right away. If you see that, your ESLint is configured right. But I'm not going to keep that there. So configure ESLint. That can help you find some errors before they actually cause you problems and help you just clean up your code. Questions about that? Cool.